Alright, what's good, y'all? Back at it again with another video. So, I want to talk about something very deep. This is another deep conversation. I love having deep conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I find joy when I talk about deep things. So anyway, I'm going to talk about how everybody is capable of every trait. Yes, every single human being on this planet, every single human being watching this video, we all, including me, we all have every trait that's inside of us. We're capable of all traits. Let me explain. So, let's say, for example, you're somebody that's like weak. You think you're a weak person. You think you're a coward. Like maybe you're the type of person that just let people push you around, like bully you, and like you, and then you just might be thinking to yourself, man, I can never be this tough. I can never, I can never be brave enough to stand up to my bullies or whatever. But the truth is, we all have, we all have, like I said, we're capable of all things. We all have traits, like traits of anger, sadness, happiness, joy. It's all in us. The aggressiveness, like we have it all. So say if you're somebody that's weak and you if you're a weak coward person that just get pushed around, then you're gonna end up attracting somebody that's the opposite of that in your life, to push you around, to bully you. Now, you might be thinking in your head, man, these people are the villains. These people are bad people. In a way, yeah, they are bad people for doing those type of things to you. But really, there's a hidden meaning to it. There's a deeper message. There actually aren't the villains. They're actually the heroes. They're the heroes in your storybook. They're there to toughen you up, to strengthen you, and balance out those weaknesses. And then, because once you keep suppressing your other side of yourself, which is the shadow, like your shadow self, which is, like I said, okay, let me explain a little bit. The shadow side is the side of ourselves that we all have that we tend to repress a lot of the times, like anger, aggression, sadness, fear, insecurities. But no matter how much we try to repress these qualities about ourselves, they never go away. They will keep popping up again and again in our lives. And the more we repress our shadows, the stronger it gets. The stronger it gets when we repress our shadows. Like when we repress our shadow, it gets stronger and stronger. And then at one point, you just erupt like a volcano. Then the next thing you know, you start to burst out of anger. You start to show aggressiveness. You start to show that other side of yourself that was already within you in the first place. But man, it gets deep. I just want you to know, Like your shadow side is like your best friend. Don't look at it as the enemy, because it can actually help us reveal some of the things of ourselves. It can help us, find creativity in certain things in our lives. Things that we never thought we would have been able to do. Now we're doing it because we're expressing we're expressing our shadow side that we all have within us. But like I said, a lot of people, they repress these shadows. They repress these shadows. But like I said, y'all got to understand. People got to understand. The more you repress certain traits about you, like certain qualities of yourself, like the more you repress your shadow, excuse me, y'all. The more you repress your shadow, the bigger it gets. And it's just like when you're like pushing something down, right? And while you're pushing that thing down to, like, say like you got like let's say you got let's just say you're pushing something underground, but this thing that you're trying to push underground is getting bigger and bigger, and it's just not going down. And at one point, you're not even gonna have the energy to push it down no more, and eventually it's just gonna just blow up. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with us. When we keep repressing our shadow side, it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And then the next thing you know, every blue moon, like out of nowhere, one day you just you just explode. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm not saying that we shouldn't abuse our dark side. We should not abuse our dark side. We shouldn't overuse it. But we should use it wisely. We should use it in the right ways. We should express our dark side in the right ways. Like I said, everybody got a dark side. Everybody got a light side as well. It's yin yang. Everybody got a light and a dark side within them. It doesn't matter how nice of a person you think you are, or it doesn't matter how mean you think you are. You have traits. You have other qualities of yourself that you think you don't have. Like, say, for example, let's say you're somebody who's like nice to people all the time, but you just don't ever show your your other side, which is anger, aggression. You know what I'm saying? But then at one point, like I said, if you keep being nice to people, nice and kind all the time, and not showing your dark side, eventually at one point, that other side of you, which is the dark side, is gonna blow up. You feel me? And let's say if you're somebody that's mean or somebody that's a bully, a bully that just loves to pick on people. They just be picking on everybody. And then one day they get their butt whooped in front of everybody. Now, this bully is nice to every single person now, because it takes the right circumstances to bring out certain traits that are already within us. You get what I'm saying? Every human being is capable of every trait. So if you're looking at somebody and you're thinking, Like you're thinking to yourself, like, man, like I wish I can do what this person is doing. Just know those same traits you see in other people, it's already within you. You know, you just gotta learn how to express those other traits inside of you, those other qualities, the dark side or the light side. You know, every hero, every superhero, every superhero has dark in them. Every hero got a dark side in them, and every villain has a light side in them as well. You know, it's like I said, it's yin yang. So you just got to know when to use your dark side and your light side at the right times. Because, man, I promise you, when you use your, like, when you learn how to, when you learn how to use your, man, my mind is all over the place, y'all, my bad. Anyway, when you learn how to embrace both sides of yourself, the light side and the dark side, I promise you it will take you so much farther in your life. I promise you. You know, man, I like this topic. I like talking about this. And I actually heard these things from a few other people on YouTube, but I just wanted to give y'all my perspective on this type of topic, you know? Anyway, that's all I have for the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.